And today's a very important show because it's about crypto. And the older I get, I go, the more I don't know. And crypto is taking over the world. And I was just on my phone to my gold and silver dealer. And I still own gold and silver, and I bought a lot of crypto. But it's a very important subject that we need to be aware of. And once again, the Rich Dad, we don't recommend anything, but we just do our best to give you the information so you can make your own decisions. But anyway, again, what can you tell me that's going on with crypto? Because, you know, for full disclosure, I have, to me, it's considerable, but I had to buy it at 6,000, and then the next lot I bought was around 9,000. And I had to wait from it. I think it hit 20,000 at one time. Then it retraced down to like 1,000. And I had to watch to see if it was going to rebound. Basically, I traded it. And today it's coming down from I don't know what, but I'm going to get ready to start buying again, but it has to go a little bit lower. So everybody says crypto is in a bear market or Bitcoin is in a bear market, but so is the stock market and so is the bond market. So why is Bitcoin in a bear market?
You know, it's funny. Crypto over the years has gotten closer and closer to being extremely correlated with the stock market, and particularly growth stocks. So if you look at NASDAQ, it's down 21% year to date. Bitcoin's actually outperformed that. It's only down 17% year to date. Although if you look at like S&P 500, it's actually not, it's not outperforming that. It's only down 13%, right? So even though stock markets and crypto are in a bear market, you can see crypto is very tightly correlated with like the tech stocks.
Correct. And, you know, I don't know anything about it, so that's why thank you for writing the Rich Dad Crypto newsletter. The other question I have as a guy who knows nothing about this field, except I have a lot of money in it, how come there's so many thousands of cryptos?
One thing that's happening over the past 2 years is a rebranding of crypto. So instead of thinking of it as just a form of currency, people are thinking of it as a platform to create apps, to run different membership like companies on even. And that whole umbrella is called Web3. So if you think about Web2 is kind of like you can interact with the website, right? Web3 is like the platform is public and anybody can develop on it and anybody can interact with it. So think of it, all these cryptocurrencies as representations of like a public computer that people can go and visit and carry themselves and their identities to each of these different public computers. So it's a little bit high level, but I'll stop there.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of what we call the .com era. You know, back around 2000, everybody had a .com company. You know, it was just this .com and that .com. And everybody was chasing these .com companies, and it all came crashing down. So do you think that's going to happen to all these new crypto coins or whatever they are?
I think crypto will continue to remain correlated with growth stocks, but there are so many funds being raised and so many billions of dollars waiting on the sidelines to fund innovation in the space. So if you bring enough smart people and you bring enough money to any category, you're going to see some really good things come out of it. And you know, obviously the hard part is keeping up to date with the rapidly changing environment. I mean, over the last year, we've seen like 3 bull and bear market cycles with different innovations coming out and then kind of fading back. But there are a lot of promising things that have come out that are actually actively being used. And the big difference this time is there is a connection to the real world. So there's 2 things that are something I want to talk about. One is the off ramps and on ramps. So actually using the crypto you use, right, to swipe a card to earn interest on it. You can, like, for example, borrow money against getting a car loan, then depositing it into crypto, earning an interest rate on a stable coin, and then getting a free car, essentially, because the rate of return of the interest is greater than the monthly payments you need for the car. So these are things that you teach, but in different formats. You buy a home, you get rental income, and eventually you pay off the home, right? So these are like things that are happening in the real world are getting digital representations on in crypto, and that's called DeFi or decentralized finance.
I understand, but the question was how many will survive in the next 10 years? Or will there be
right
more?
now, there's a big difference because there's stable coins. Stable coins have wildly propagated, throughout crypto now. And these are just $1 coins, right? They don't change in value. So now there's a safe haven to park your money where it won't go against market forces. And yet you can still earn interest on it.
Wait a minute. How can you call it a safe haven? We don't even know what it is.
A stable coin, there's multiple ways to do it. And some of them are safer than others.
I understand. So how would you know that?
There again, this is about like how much education you have in the space and how much you research each entity, right? Some stable coins are completely backed by the amount of coins they have. Some are algorithmically stable, right? They can burn and mint, and then the coins stay at $1. And of course, there are always situations where you have hacks or exploits, right? But the main thing to know is there are places to park money in crypto that are safe, that are not going to move against the market forces.
Jeff, one of the reasons I have gold coins, and I mean real gold coins and real silver coins, is there's no counterparty risk. You know what I mean? They are the money. So when you say there's $1, somebody declares it $1 and all that, who's the counterparty? Is it the Wizard of Oz?
Again, this is very technical, but there are ways to maintain the stability of a coin pegged against any other asset.
So how would you recommend somebody like me who can barely use a cell phone figure out who the counterparty is? Like I said, is it the Wizard or is it Joe Biden or Kamala?
Well, right now, that's one of the biggest issues with crypto is it's really technical. Yeah. And people like you, it's very hard for you to get into crypto because there's so many steps. Like you don't want to open a crypto account on some random website and then move the coins to a wallet and then interact with a Web3 website, right? So there are different products coming out right now where it's as simple as sending a bank transaction and then it's all done for you. At tomocrypto.com, we're doing the same thing there. You just get a card, deposit money, and then you handle the crypto part on the side, right? So I think in the next year, you're going to see the simplification of the protocol versus like the real world. And that again, that's a huge difference than what it was like even a few months ago. A few months ago, people still have to go to Coinbase. They have to buy coins and send it to a wallet and then send it to a website, right? Those days are coming very close to an end.
So don't you think there's a lot of smoke and mirror and BS floating around in there?
No, not if you understand the technology. Because
so you think, wait, this is the one. Will all the coins survive?
No, 99% of the coins will probably be worthless, right? So there are very few coins that are actually building real assets and real value and actual product market fit. But all the other coins are just cash grabs, right? They're just copies and clones of each other. So it's very important to know which coins are the real life, like trying to do something for the world coins, and what are the like projects that are just there just to make money.
Sounds like a lot of con job to me. That's why, like I say, for the listeners out there's a thing called counterparty risk. You know, there's nobody else behind the gold coin. There's no Wizard of Oz and no smoking mirrors. The other thing I like about gold and silver coins is that, as you know, in this cyber warfare, if they knock out our electronic systems, coins disappear too. But if let's say the Russians fire up an EMP, EMF, one of those things, bombs go off, they knock out the grid. Gold and silver stays there. So that's kind of what I just want to give people the differences on this whole thing. And I still own quite a bit of Bitcoin and Ethereum.